Welcome on board, inspired by nature. Today, I'm on the kayak. At the beginning of the year, we had a heat wave, just like we are now in September, having this Indian summer. And the reservoirs that feed the canals became very low. There was a shortage of water. The canal was getting low on water as well. So the Canal River Trust brought in restrictions, decided to just open the locks a couple of days a week. That was quite a bit of a disruption for boaters, really. It was to protect the nature, the wildlife, flora, and also as boaters from touching the bottom, you know, drying up, so we could keep moving about. It got hotter and drier, and the reservoirs were nearly empty. So the Canal River Trust decided that there's only one alternative, and that was to close the locks completely, indefinitely. But just as they announced that, within no time, Mother Nature came to the rescue. She brought rain, she brought thunder, and lots of it too. Whether I'm kayaking or cruising along the canal on my narrowboat, or walking along the towpath, or even just moored up on my boat, I'm grateful and very fortunate to be able to live on the canal and experience all this beautiful nature and stillness, tranquility, peacefulness that surrounds me. And I share this canal with somebody else that loves stillness. And it's got a lot of patience. Meet the grey heron. You'll often see them down along the canal. It's one of the tallest birds here in the UK, as high as 4 feet tall. This bird symbolises wisdom, fortune, good judgment, fidelity, and peace. with a wingspan of up to 6.5 feet and a top cruising speed of 30 miles an hour. They fly gracefully through the air. You'll often see them in complete stillness, with their eyes focused down on the water, undisturbed by the human activities around. Herons like to find a high advantage point so they can get a bird's eye view of their next meal, and they'll even trespass. Not only a wise bird, but a canny one too. It's nearly time to eat, and there's a lot of stalking to do. And with its telescopic macro eyes, 3 times more detailed than the human eye, it focuses in. It dives in for its meal at lightning speed. Blink and you'll miss it. Let's slow it right down so you can see this magnificent bird in action. Its main diet is fish, and eats up to 1 pound in weight of fish each day. It also eats amphibians, frogs and toads. At the end of the day, that's nature and the circle of life. Let's stop there. That's enough of animals eating animals. Let's have some tranquility along the canal. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this interlude of beautiful nature. Like the heron that you watched earlier, catching that fish in the moment. It requires a lot of stillness, patience, waiting. And for me, filming out here in nature sometimes also requires patience, sitting around waiting, but it doesn't always work out as planned. Sometimes the rewards are greater when it happens in the moment, when you're not thinking about what you want, when you're out of the mind and just connecting with nature. The rewards come to you. A barn owl. The canals are lovely and calm and flat, with lots of beautiful reflections. If only life was like that. Life is like an ocean. We ride the waves, and some of them waves can get really big and challenging and life-changing. And when we're faced with all these challenges, one of the best ways to bring yourself back to earth is to be out in nature, to connect with nature. And when you do that, you start feeling better. And you know, the great thing about nature, the outdoors, it's free. Just look at this place, it's beautiful. It makes you feel proud of being who you are and part of all this that surrounds you. At the end of the day, we are all nature. We're all part of this. Thank you for joining me on this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe. It's a great way to support me. And don't forget to leave a comment. I love your comments and I do read them and I will reply. And also join me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again back on board, inspired by nature very, very soon. Bye for now.